I have a hard time making fun of him because I feel like there's sadness behind those eyes. But today, so after we got done with Kevin Brennan, I saw in the chat that he was sniping us. So I went back to watch his program. And before he even got to Michaeline, the incomparable Michaeline, and myself, and the toe on Kevin, he was, I just have to correct him on a few things. The sad little guy. That sad, sad, sad onion. Oh, we feel sorry for you. Melty, we feel sorry for you. You get it wrong, and I know that you're coping with the fact that Aaron didn't get in as much trouble as you wanted him to. I'm sorry, Melty, and I'm sorry that this is the life that you lead. But I feel bad. And don't get me wrong. Do not misunderstand me. At times, I do find his show wildly entertaining, especially today. I'm just going to let this speak for itself. I'm going to play it for you and for Michaeline in the back room. You guys are going to love it. And this angry onion seems to want to defy my technological skills. Not give me credit where credit is due. He's jealous of our setup, accused Gino and I of living in 2 separate apartments, said I was too stupid to do the face, the mouth and the face thing, and that the clipper must have done it because he's butthurt. Oh, excuse me, butt offended. Let's watch. It's quite interesting. Oh, God. Here we go. And this is a clip, Gino, I guess, deciding whether or not he's drunk or not. It's all, yes, of course, Gino was a little bit in the cups this day. There's my mouth, see? But this man right here, this onion, he's having a hard time coping with the Aaron thing. He can't decide, like, whether he's in love with Aaron maybe, or, angry with Aaron. He can't decide why sometimes he watches our program because it's entertaining and he just wants to shit on us. And that's okay, Melty. That's fine. But sometimes it's beneath me, but it's fun to, set people straight. We got to set you straight. And no pun intended there. We love the gays around here. Rob, thank you for the Canadian $2 and hello stinks. Yes, I think he knows it too. He's having a hard day. He's having a rough day. Yeah. Okay. So what he's watching is a clip from So Thorough Joe Burrow. Thank you so much for the clip. We have the TriCaster, and I learned diligently how to use it. Thank God. Very nice of it, of Drew to, Drew, but mostly Anthony. The equipment from the old Compound Media was doled out. Garrett and Steve have some stuff. Drew had some stuff because he had a place to do it, but Drew doled it out between Gino, not me. It has nothing to do with me. Gino and Garrett and Steve, because he couldn't have everybody over to do shows anymore. That's the long and short of it. And then Drew taught me how to use it. And I may not be perfect at using it, but I think that Melty's having a meltdown, just coping with the fact that maybe I have a brain cell or two in my head, and that maybe Gino's show is that much better. This isn't forever doing this here at the apartment, but it's a sure of a fuck lot more entertaining than watching you, dipshit, the technological wizard. Okay, Melty. All right, we're doing our best. but you don't even want to give me credit where credit is due. So he'll talk about that in just a moment. That's Melty. That's Eugene. This is little Eugene. There you go.
Evan Hill, 7-year-old. Who doesn't love a little 7-year-old?
We got people in the chat. You couldn't get by the paywall.
Thank you again.
So Gino and Kiki are now sitting in their living room. They've turned their living room into both of their studios.
We have a 1-bedroom apartment, Melton. I'm in the bedroom. Here I am. Eugene is in the living room. Is that okay? Is that okay with you?
And this is what they're doing.
Yeah. And
this is what they're doing. This is Gino's move.
Listen, if any of you get into streaming and want to do super tips, and guess what, Melty? We know, Melty, that's another thing. I know you're like trying to like suck up to Anthony to do super tips. It's very clear. Okay. It's very fucking clear. All right. But you know, come on. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. You're not a nice man. Also, I was not a bridesmaid in Chrissy's wedding. She was going to be one in mine. And also, Chrissy and I are fine. But I guess you can't help what the talking heads say. I'm grateful to have a cute little talking head. However, I don't know. Does that sound like me? Maybe. Whatever.
I think Chrissy had Keanu back on Simcast the other day.
Mm-hmm.
That's the other thing is like none of these guys have any real friends or enemies. Like
she didn't have me back on. It was never like you're banned. It was like, well, let's take a break. And I don't need to go on there every single fucking week. It was never like that. I'm the godmother of her fucking kid. All right. I'll go on when I'm feeling up to it. So there's no problem there, weirdos.
They're all just like, yeah, man, whatever will get us whatever, man. Whatever we can get today. That'll be dope.
It's bitchy AI Keanu.
Listen to Gino. This is him talking about his struggles with the sauce.
Here's the two things I got to work on.
Sure.
One. Okay, so
all right. Okay. People that watch the show, they like the goofiness of it. They like Gino. They like the talking head in the background. They like us. We're just sitting there having a fun time, not talking about you. Right. Gino has the gift of gab. You sit there and just watch other, like I'm doing now. Look, took a cue from you. Watch other people's videos and go, blah, loser. I mean, what a life to lead. What a life to lead.
Now, I want to know, I don't think they have the technical know-how to put Kiki's mouth here. Is this so thorough, Joe Burrow?
Bitch. You can't possibly imagine that maybe I learned it. Why would so thorough Joe Burrow think to do that? It couldn't possibly be me. Couldn't possibly. She didn't do that. She couldn't have possibly done that herself. I'm so sad because I'm big and fat. I can't imagine that Kiki made me learn how to use the equipment. I remember when I used to hold a microphone. And then I got mad when people... I got mad when people would heckle me. And I couldn't stand it. So I stopped doing it and I just started talking about toe. Oh my God, Melton, that's so sad. Wow. More on that later.
Who did this? I don't know if you're watching So Thorough, Joe Bro. Did you do this or is this their show?
Slob.
Holy shit.
Slob.
Why can't this woman talk without this stupid accent?
Because I'm little Gino.
It's the same. I honestly, I think it's the same exact thing that's wrong with Opie. She don't know.
No, what he's about to say here is so stupid. It's I'm being little Gino, little like black Gino in the back. And you know that because you know you are obsessed with us and you know that you watch the show. And I'm sorry you're having a hard day because of Toe. But you know that.
Somebody said they have a TriCaster. Yeah, that doesn't mean you know how to use it or do anything.
Oh, I don't?
I'm-
Oh my God. That's so wild. It doesn't mean you know how to do anything. You can't do it. Doesn't mean you know how to use it or do anything. Am I right? God. Oh, I only wish that I had love in my life. It's hard for me to wipe my own ass. Hit the like button.
No woman deserves to be beaten.
Oh, this is
okay.
fun.
And there's no excuse for a guy just hitting on his chick. That being said, I do get it. I do get it.
Nice. Nice. You get it? What a fucking thing to say. What a fucking, like, you know what? And it's so sad. I really did. Like, I would take up for him being like, he's pretty funny. You know, he's got sadness behind his eyes. He could be gay, which no problem with that. But what a sad life to lead if you were hiding it. What a fucking thing to say. You get it? You get why I got the shit kicked out of me mercilessly? Melty, yeah, that's not a good look. Hope you get fucking everything you deserve, which is nothing. But go on ahead, man. Yeah. What a fucking thing to say. What a white knight you are for April. You're not. You're not.
Just because I would never doesn't mean I don't understand. Okay? I know that's a fine line.
No.
I'm not saying he should be forgiven. I'm not saying he
Fuck.
shouldn't go to jail. I'm not saying there
Loser.
shouldn't be some sort of consequences. I'm saying I get it. Who amongst us hasn't had a dream where we're holding Keanu down in a toilet until her breath ceases?
What a great guy I am. I'm really proud of myself for saying that. Really love. You know what? I'm so glad Keanu got the shit kicked out of her. Hit a like button. What a fucking piece of shit you are. How is that okay to say about me? I mean, you have, you know, free speech. You can say it. But what the fuck did I do to you for you to say such a thing? Other than like what? Support your show? You know, super chat you? Fucking like, I mean, I've been on This Little Piggy with you or whatever. You just like, you have this weird, it can't be a hard on for me because I think you're gay, but you're so, something's wrong. Like, what kind of person says that? Like, I guess I'm sure your wife, if she exists, doesn't watch the show, but what must she think about you saying that about me? What must, like, do you have friends like that watch that, like people outside of this life? And like, do you think that they think that like, wow, dude, great job. You showed her. Why? It's dude, I mean, that's the life you want to fucking lead. It was a fucking terrible thing that happened to me. It was really fucked up. Awful. Yeah. But you understand why it happened. Suck my fucking dick, you stupid fucking loser. Here, I'll bring her in a second. They were wondering where you were and if you were okay. Hi, Mommy.
Hi, Keanu. I hate that guy.
What a fucking asshole, right?
Will you put your head in the toilet till you cease to exist? Is that what he said? Something like that?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What
is
a
the
what
matter
a
with you?
warped thing to even think.
Oh my God.
But yes,
Oh
she's
gosh.
fine. She's
Awful.
fine. Just, yeah. So
Fine. Hey, hi. I'm glad you
that's
want
it. They said,
her.
"Where the fuck is Michaeline? We're getting worried." Kiki, we're getting.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, Melton's having a rough couple of days. The toe stuff, and that Michael trusts us and likes us and is a friend of the show, and that we're friends, and wanted to come on. So yeah, Melty's having a rough couple days. We'll bless you, Melty. We'll pray for you. We won't.